Welcome to the Cultural District. I'm Veronica Corpus of the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust, your guide to what's happening in the heart of downtown Pittsburgh. Come with me as we go behind the scenes and backstage to all the performances, places, and with the people who make your Cultural District a premier arts and entertainment destination. Christopher Hahn of the Pittsburgh Opera is here to share with us what's taking place this month at the Benedum Center for the Performing Arts. The season concludes this May with the showcase performance of Billy Budd. Tell us why this production is so special and what we'll be seeing on the Benedum Center stage.
Well, this production of Billy Budd that we're embarking on is a major project for us. Just on the technical level, it's a simple set, but it's very big. Basically, it is the construction on stage of the idea of a boat, because Billy Budd, the opera, takes place on board ship. It's the British Navy, they're in the Napoleonic Wars, they're fighting the French. So it's the British Navy against the French Navy, and we are somehow marooned on this ship. The entire action of the opera is all men, and it's all contained on deck. And in the middle of this, there's a battle scene because another warship comes into view, and so the stage, the entire stage, is on hydraulics, and it has to rear up as if a ship is emerging out of the fog in full battle readiness for the scene, and then it lowers, it moves up and down, and so for our stage that is a fairly major operation. A wonderful chorus sound, and the lead baritone who is the young, innocent Billy Budd. And his nemesis, the counter to him, is Master Claggett. This is the Master at Arms, and he is the bass, the dark bass baritone. And he basically hates Billy. We're never quite sure why he hates Billy. Is it because Billy is innocent, because Billy is young, because he's perhaps foolish, because he's naive? What is it? Is it innocence and experience? Is it simply good and evil? The thing that is so amazing about this piece is that Benjamin Britten managed to reach into the psyche of a closed society, a group of people who are trapped with each other, with the sea as almost another character, because it's these men on a ship on the sea. And so he uses these instruments and his melodies and the orchestration to evoke this seething, constantly restless sounds of the sea. It's like an entire tone poem about the sea that makes this such a gripping and riveting piece, but primarily also because of this battle of good and evil, which I think is once again one of those universal stories that we're always drawn to.
Let's talk with Ted Pappas of the Pittsburgh Public Theater to find out what's on deck this month at the O'Reilly. Thanks so much, Ted, for taking the time to sit down and talk with us today.
Great pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So what's happening this month at the Public Theater?
This month we have a brand new show at the Pittsburgh Public Theater. It's called The Glorious Ones. It's a brand new musical from the team that wrote Ragtime. A guaranteed great night out. Please bring everybody you know. It's a wonderful new musical. The Glorious Ones is a new musical all about actors. It takes place in 16th century Italy, but honestly, have actors changed all that much in 400 years? It's great. It's funny, it's beautiful, and it's directed and choreographed by Graziella Daniele, truly a Broadway legend.
Tell us a little bit about the show.
The Glorious Ones is a brand new musical by Lynn Ahrens and Stephen Flaherty. And Stephen is from Pittsburgh, so this is a bit of a homecoming for him. It's always special when we do a brand new show. It's exciting, I think, for the audience in Pittsburgh to be the very first audience in the world to see this wonderful new musical. It's all about actors and commedia dell'arte, and it takes place in 16th century Italy. It's a wonderful score, great dancing, beautiful costumes. It's just a lovely evening. During the month of June, Pittsburgh Public Theater will be producing The Gin Game, one of the biggest hits in Broadway history. It's won the Pulitzer Prize, and I'm directing that show myself. It's one of my favorite plays from Broadway. Two great roles, these feisty people in an old folks' home playing this crazy game of cards. And I just think it's a sensational comedy and a wonderful American play.
Why is this one of your favorite plays?
Well, I love the characters. I love the dialogue. I love the pace of it. I saw the original production and I fell in love with it. And it's been produced all over the world. But I think it'll look really, really nice in the O'Reilly Theater, up close and very, very intimate.
Let's talk with Yu-Ling Cheng of the Pittsburgh Symphony to learn what's happening this month at Heinz Hall. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me here. I'm excited.
The Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra is putting on some great Mellon Grand Classic performances in May. Describe some of these performances and what we'll be expecting to hear.
The first weekend of May, our principal guest conductor, Jean-Pascal Tortelier, will be presenting a Franco-American night of music. We will be working with Louis Lorte, the pianist, in Ravel's Piano Concerto for the left hand. It's a concerto written only for one hand, so you watch him go up and down the keyboard, as well as we're going to be performing Gershwin's American in Paris. And the second weekend, Jean-Pascal Tortelier will actually be conducting as well, and we'll be doing a short piece by Ravel, and Garrick Olson will join us on stage for Rachmaninoff's Piano Concerto No. 3, a very virtuosic piece. The last time he was here, it sold out. It was just amazing to see. The weekend of May 18th, Spanish conductor Rafael Frubeck de Burgos will be performing a short serenade by Mozart, Haydn's Military Symphony, and Bartók's Concerto for Orchestra.
In June, what are some of the special events taking place at Heinz Hall?
In June, we have 2 Mellon Grand Classics concert and a Pops concert, and it closes our season at Heinz Hall. The first weekend of June, we're going to be performing with Sir Andrew Davis a piece by Messiaen called Turangalila. And it's a very interesting piece. It's rarely performed because it involves many performers. And what's great about that night is the first half of the concert will actually be playing parts of the symphony so that you can start to familiarize yourself with it. And then the second half will actually perform the entire symphony. The next weekend will be the closing of our Mellon Grand Classics season. Sir Andrew Davis, again, will be the conductor, and we'll be bringing Sarah Cheng, the violinist, and she'll be giving a world premiere of Theophanides' Violin Concerto on the first half, and the second half will be Beethoven's Symphony No. 9. The third weekend of June will be our Pop season finale. We've called it Swinging with Marvin and Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, who were featured in the movie Swingers. It'll be 1950s big band music, so bring your zoot suits and your dancing shoes, and it'll be a fun night. We're hoping to have a couple swing lessons beforehand.
Find out what's happening in the heart of the Cultural District by selecting the Pittsburgh Arts Channel of the Your Town section on Comcast On Demand. For more information and tickets, call 412-456-6666 or visit us at culturaldistrict.org.